Hey guys, Colonel Dan here, and today we are going to be doing a very brief continuation of our previous explanation of all of the brawlers. So, as you can see, I'm still in Phone Kittens, pretty cool, of course, phone cats and all. And we're going to start with Bull. Bull, you're going to see him a lot in Showdown, you can use him a lot in Showdown. When I first started using him, I got lots of firsts and seconds. He's basically a combination of Shelly and Primo and his super. It's great at getting out of tricky situations or just charging into a team fight and cornering enemies. We have Ricochet. I just got him as well. He's very interesting in that his attack, you can get enemies behind corners because they bounce off the walls. And his super is just like Colt. It's a better Colt, not Cult. It's just like Colt. It's a better version of it's basically a better version of its auto attack. It's great at in tight spaces. It's great in tight spaces and getting around corners. Don't engage or don't get close with Ricochet. Don't get close with Ricochet because of his health. It's very low. In fact, is it one of the lowest in the game? 500. Jesse's is 700. Colt's is 600. I believe even Barley has 600. I believe it is the lowest health in the game. Piper. Yeah, I believe it's the lowest health in the game, so definitely don't get into team fights. Get into team fights, but don't get close. Especially with those primos. Same with Barley, he doesn't have that much health, but his attack is basically like a poison in Clash Royale, in that it deals damage over time. Don't put all of the bottles in one area, spread them out so that they can deal more damage more efficiently, covering a wider area on the map. So it's basically more effective when you cover a larger area with a poison. And the last call, again, it's like a better version of this. It covers a huge area, great at Barley is great at heist. He's great at team fights, just covering objectives with the last call, the ultimate. I don't even know why it's called the last call. Anyways, next we have Poco. Great at healing, great at team fights because of his healing. But the thing is, because he heals teammates, that doesn't make him as effective, and that doesn't open up his full potential in Showdown, because he can only heal himself. So I don't really advise using him that much. But if you're bad at aiming, then I advise using him very much, because his power chord, little aim required, that's all I have to say. But it doesn't have that much range at all. By the way, Barley, he can throw over walls just like Dynamite. Ricochet has the longest range in the game, I believe. Mortis. I'd like to get him because he's a very close combat character. His health, I think if he had, I think you want to build on health because he's getting into some tricky fights and he gets really close to them. So his auto attack, he moves while he attacks. So that's very interesting at getting into situations, chasing down enemies, getting gems quickly, and all that. Lifesteal is his ultimate, and I guess it's great at getting him more health, especially when he's in those tricky fights, right in the middle of those fights. We have Bow, far range attack, of course, actually a decent amount of health, and his ultimate, just throw it onto any objective such as the mine, the safe, and of course, if it gets triggered, then it'll damage the safe as well, and it can deal up to about 1,000 damage if all of the mines trigger if all of the mines trigger onto the safe. We have Piper. She deals more damage the further she is from the enemy, so basically more damage the further the bullet travels. I think her entire kit is just staying far range, not that much health at all. Her auto attack encourages further distance for more efficiency, more damage, of course, and her ultimate is basically she hops away, so if that one Primo or that one Bull gets too close, then it's basically get far away and deal damage while you're doing it. I think, yeah, again, her entire kit is getting far away and being efficient far away, dealing lots of damage far away, and if she gets way too close, you just alternate the other way to get far away again. We're heading on to the legendaries now. Spike, his attack It's very gimmicky, I'd say. It's definitely not constant, and I don't think Spike is a character you'd want to play in Showdown, but I think he's definitely good in team fights, especially once you throw it into a when all the enemies are all clustered up. That's very nice. Lots of damage there, and stick around. It's basically like an enhanced version of Barley's basic attack, where it slows and it deals damage, lots of damage in fact. It's good at covering objectives, controlling an area, and gaining control so your allies can push, which is very useful. He doesn't have that much health at all. His attack, again, kind of gimmicky. I don't advise using him in Showdown. Finally, we have Crow. His attack is, I believe, his attack is like a poison. He shoots 3 at a time like Bow, and I think the entire meaning of Crow is to not let your allies heal, or at least make it very difficult for them to heal, because the poison can stay around them for a long time, constantly dealing damage, preventing them from healing, so your team can go into them while they're weak. That's very useful. Swoop, it's basically mobility. I guess if you're stuck in a tricky situation like Piper, it's similar to Piper. You just ultimate out of the way while dealing damage, and you deal damage while you land, so I guess you can use this in an offensive / defensive type of manner. Not that much health at all. Anyways, this has been the very brief summary of all the brawlers that are not common. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Curly. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.